Hello, Pisces. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading focused on the second half of May from the 16th through the 31st. General advice as always, guys, so please keep that in mind throughout the duration of this reading and take from it what makes sense for you personally. Release the rest. I'll be pulling from not two of my decks. One is mine, Silhouettes, and the Twin Flame Journey Oracle by Mystic Moon to get things started. This is part one of your reading, Pisces. If it happens to resonate with you, stick around to the end of this video for a preview of the extended reading. And if you would like to watch the whole thing, definitely head on over to my Patreon page to be able to do that. That link is down below in the description box. All right, so let's begin, guys. Let's take a look and see what's coming up for you the second half of the month for Pisces. We are starting off with a broken masculine. All right, so a divine masculine that might be going through a bit of a rough patch right now. Some of you guys might already know that you're dealing with somebody like this, or if you are divine masculine tuning in and this is a part of your energy, more than likely you already feel that, okay? So there's healing that's needed here. We do have revelation. Sometimes you have to spend time in the darkness so you can finally see the light. That's pertaining to this masculine having gone through some stuff where they might have been in a very dark place in their life, but hopefully they've been able to heal from that and be able to claim whatever that light energy represents, hopefully in a much better place in their life, you know. We do have guidance. This is really interesting, these cards. And then we have nightfall. This nightfall could represent that darkness that's referenced right there. The guidance could represent the light. Super interesting. So it does say sometimes the path is unclear, and sometimes it shines so bright that you can no longer ignore it, intuitively knowing that's the way you're meant to go. The Nightfall card says there's nothing to be afraid of as long as you're with me. All right, so we'll see what that's about once we start clarifying with tarot messages here, but I'm picking up, considering we've got the broken masculine card coming through there, this might pertain to a lot of what the masculine is going through. So let's grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my TANIELU tarot deck here, Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, please. What else do we need to know when it comes to this situation for Pisces second half of May? There's something about the nighttime too that might be significant for some of you guys. And divine feminine, if your masculine has taken the time to heal, the reason why they're coming through as broken to begin with, maybe they had experienced heartbreak and trauma before you guys even connected. So this could all be their own issue, not anything to do with the relationship maybe. But of course, for some of you, it could. I'm ultimately feeling, though, that we have a masculine who's being guided back to you, divine feminine. We do have the Justice card. Some of you could also be dealing with a Libra. So cause and effect, you know, when it comes to the masculine's actions and experiences, maybe this is something that they needed to learn through their life lessons in order to restore balance in their life. Some of you guys could also be dealing with a masculine who got themselves mixed up in some legal situations, perhaps. Could be picking up off of that too. And part of this revelation, you know, as it says, to spend time in this darkness so they can finally see the light. The Justice card can also represent facing the truth of a situation as well as being able to gain clarity. That's what this revelation is talking about, to be able to gain that clarity. We've got threes popping up here. So threes can represent communication in tarot. Okay, and this represents celebration, as you can see, and then teamwork right here. So divine feminine, if your masculine was not in a position to work together with you in the partnership, that could be a part of the lesson that they had to work through. This does indicate an overall positive experience here. This is a celebration. It could be a very happy energy. This is being able to spend time with friends, with your community, or this is what they're needing to do in order to kind of get back into living. You know, I kind of feel this person might have gone through depression or anxiety to the point where they didn't really want to interact with people. And so this is getting them back out into the world, so to speak, you know, to be able to hang out, to be able to just have a good time with friends. And that includes you, of course, you know. This can also be a new beginning in the love connection between the two of you, for you guys to work together. Look at this. We do have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a very slow moving energy. We have the Chariot. Some of you guys could be dealing with a, excuse me, a Cancer. We do have the Sun. Some of you guys could also be dealing with a Leo here. So you guys are meant for happiness. You're meant to be able to find happiness either through this connection or to be able to move forward and find happiness on your own, you know, because there's just no guarantee that two people who are in separation especially will come back together. But what I'm just ultimately feeling here, guys, is things will improve, things will get better. The Chariot is bringing forward some sort of movement here. Divine Feminine, if you are in separation from your masculine, I feel this movement is what's going to help bring you guys back together. But things are going to move slowly initially because we do have the Knight of Pentacles, which is kind of like a slow and steady type vibe. And things will eventually pick up because this is a much faster energy right here with the Chariot. So even though you guys might either be in separation or things just aren't progressing as fast because your masculine has some stuff to figure out here, it will pick up and you guys will, it seems, be very happy somewhere along the line, somewhere down the line. I'm ultimately feeling, despite what you guys have been through, it can still come together. All right, so let's see what else is presenting itself here. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Twin Flame Journey Oracle by Mystic Moon. You don't, of course, have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the deck. For Pisces, what else do we need to know? Lessons, yes. Those valuable lessons that need to be learned. Look at this. We have separation. So during this time apart, I feel the masculine has to be able to work through why their heart is broken to begin with. They could be somebody who has experienced heartbreak, or they ended up hurting themselves when they ended up hurting you, perhaps, Divine Feminine, if that makes sense for you. This reminds me of a very similar energy to the Three of Swords, where there is heartbreak over a separation. It's very painful. This could represent a love triangle for some of you guys. We have fear. We have metamorphosis. And we have forgiveness. So again, I'm feeling progression here. Not just for the masculine. Divine Feminine, if you're able to relate to what's coming through here, then absolutely this is for you as well. Because for some of you guys, it could be a broken feminine. You know, take it how it makes sense. Things are changing here, though. There's healing that's happening. Part of the reason why you might not be hearing from this person, Pisces, is because maybe they're afraid to reach out. Or during this time, they are working on themselves. There's a part of them that's dealing with fear, anxiety, possible depression here. Maybe they're not sure you would even want to talk to them anymore or be able to find forgiveness in your heart. There's somebody here that might have ended up hurting you. And so they might reach out and want forgiveness. It's up to you if you accept that apology, depending on what happened in the situation. But by the time they reach out, I'm feeling, if this actually comes to fruition, they will be a much better person. They will be more remorseful if they indeed did something to compromise the relationship. So let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper here to see what else is going on. So I'll pull from my Valentine Connection Tarot. So maybe this time apart, they've learned some pretty valuable life lessons here. And, you know, I say this often, hurt people hurt people. if somebody hasn't taken the time to heal their heart space or whatever they've been through, then they're going to be in that pattern of hurting other people. Look at this, guys. All right, so we've got the sun. So happiness, radiance, abundance, all of that is coming forward. So remember, it already came through. Twice in such a brief reading, it's coming through. So all of these things are possible for you to be able to claim happiness, for you to experience better days ahead when it comes to love and romance, and this person that perhaps wants to return and ask for forgiveness. It's either that, Pisces, or you're just able to move forward and find happiness in your own life the way you need to be able to find that happiness. You know what it is that you are wanting to be able to manifest in your life, and perhaps through these life lessons, as I've mentioned, whether that's through experiencing heartbreak or needing to create change in your life, this is where you will end up, which is content and fulfilled. Let's see what else here. What else for Pisces? A fresh start, you know? And sometimes it's scary to take that leap of faith. That could be where that fear is coming from. So if you are experiencing or have experienced a relationship where somebody hurt you and that's why you guys are not together, it seems here that through the changes that they're making in their own life, they want to reach out to at least apologize, ask for forgiveness, and it's taking every ounce of strength in them to be able to even do that, you know? So clearly you guys went through something here. The Ten of Swords represents, it could represent backstabbing, but it also represents a failed relationship. It fell apart, it collapsed, you know? But look at this, guys. We've got the Magician. Clearly you guys went through something, as I've mentioned, because we now have the Tower showing up. So it does seem that the Divine Masculine was heavily impacted by whatever that Ten of Swords and the Tower represents. This was a very chaotic time in the relationship. But the one saving grace, actually no, 3 cards here could be that saving grace for this situation, because you guys are being offered a new beginning. The Magician is here providing all of the necessary tools for either this person or for both of you to be able to manifest a reunion if that's something that you're interested in. If not, you have the capability to manifest your ideal partner in this lifetime, Pisces. So if you haven't had the best experience in love and romance, just know that through the changes that are happening, whether you're aware of those changes or not, maybe it's the universe moving whatever mountains need to be moved for you to be able to attract the right kind of love your way. So life has been a bit of a shitstorm for some of you, but it doesn't have to remain that way. Through healing and through time, I feel at the end of the day, you will be able to be very happy with the choices that you end up making in life. And you're not meant to be single. I feel you will eventually attract the right kind of partner for you if you are not already with that person. Based off of what's coming through here, I would have to say you haven't yet, but you will. All right, so I'll leave that there, guys. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. And stick around if this does resonate with you. I'm about to show you guys a preview of the extended reading, and head on over to Patreon if you would like to be a member to watch the whole thing. All right, guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Take care. We do have time, waiting, delay, and patience. What you guys have been through, I feel it will take time to be able to heal from it. It's not one of those things where you can get over it in a day. You know, it's going to take time. So there is this need to have patience. That's definitely coming through there. Let's grab one more. Look at this. We have eternal flame, everlasting love and devotion. So if you have yet to experience that type of love in your life, Pisces, just know that in time, it is a part of your journey. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Luna Tarot here. It could also be the Divine Masculine who still feels that they are devoted to you, that they still see you as their love of a lifetime, perhaps, Divine Feminine. They're still feeling very emotionally attached to you, feeling nostalgic and thinking about you. You could be the inspiration that's needed for this masculine to heal. We've got 8 of Wands, which is interesting because, again, going back to this card, waiting, delay, and patience, they are actually so impatient right now. They want to be able to speed things up here. They want to be able to create fast movement in this. Look at this. We've got the 10 of Cups, but life is not going to allow them to speed things up. It's just going to have to take its time. Look at this. We've got the Knight of Pentacles showing up with that slow and steady energy. So they can't move in too fast. It has to go at its own pace. You see, it's coming up twice.